All right, welcome back to the motherfucking lab. I think I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube right now. X.com, the everything app. Let's see. Does this show now? It does. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. So what I want to do today is to get more work done on the deploy create project. What do I have done so far? So created this beautiful landing page on deploycreate.com. It's actually live right now. It's 100% vibe coded, so I guess not really that interesting, but at least something is on the domain. And then I started working again on the server provisioning and configuration. Yeah, admin at deploycreate.com. Let me just quickly check what I'm running on. I am on local dev, right? And I have, yeah. Users, please. There we go. All right. So I should be able to go admin at deploycreate.com. What password did I use? I used there we go. The regular one from the seed that comes automatically from Andorra. All right, this is, I think this is good. We are there. MBV, hello. YouTube and Twitch. I'm also playing around with getting nice. Nice. Right, so a little bit of delay from me, but I want to get all chats into one, and that looks like to be working. Right. So I have to create credential. This looks hideous. All right, that's fine. We don't have application, and we have servers, and we have the landing here. So most of this is not connected. This is fake. This is not working. This is not working. This is not. A lot of shit is not fucking working here. But let's get the server configuration set up done. So create a server live on stream. And if I do create now, we do, yes, so we get the server name. Right now we only have applications. We have the region, so let's do one in Germany. Let's do a cost optimized one. We can also show more, show less, and you can change the port. Now what should happen if I click save configuration is that it should prompt me for an API key from Hetzner. So let me just check the network here. Okay. It did not. It did not. Okay, that's fine. So let's see what is happening here. No. Perfect. Could not roll back. TX is closed. Yes. Yes. Right. In try again in controllers here. In controllers, we do have server and new here. Why am I checking it? Then on create. And then on create, what do? We get the app cookie, yeah. A little bit unnecessary. Get the provider ID, we find the provider. We create the server. So far so good. We add a flash. What? Okay. What does this do? This is also, I've been vibing a little bit too much. I've also been working on my course platform. So, probably been a little bit too fast in accepting some of this. Create server user. So wait. Do we actually... Server users? Do we have a server user? Okay. Can I not delete this? Not published to chat, but I mean, what is it I do? I set it to show mod icons. I can't change this thing to be viewer only. Switch to show mod icons. Chat highlight, chat appearance. No. So you have to look at this dude here. Okay. Let me get Skelly draw. And then let me map out the deploy flow here. So create a server. configure server. So this also becomes so this is in create. Yeah, so this is create. Right, so this. Then in controller servers, I guess configure has to be the next step. Group this. And we have a configure. Yeah. Then it is either one of two things. It is either prompt for API B, right? Has key. No key. This is very professional diagramming right here. Kick off row wish and configuration. Can we do like this? No, let's just do it here in the middle. Yeah. So this is what we have to do. Yeah. Why are we server? I mean, I'm so not bullish. I mean, this might, I don't know if this has been better if I've written this shit in JavaScript, but so much of this is weird, you know. Get rid of this. This is not relevant. I didn't even use it. What? What? No, come on. Server new? No, server new does not want anything. What are you talking about? Server new only want this. We don't need any of this. Right. Right. New server. Edit profile is showing. Okay. that is something that needs to get changed later. That's not for now. Yeah. So server.new is fine. Let me kill this. Create new server. Yes. We want a name and we want a ID. Right. Shouldn't really need to do anything here other than just saying live on Twitch. Live on stream 2. What do we send here? Servers. Right. Good. And then we get to server configuration. It's a little messy. A lot of stuff right here. But general, all of this also look fine because we okay, I guess we get what we want. Get the size, get everything here, change the port. Let's just do an Aspern one. So according to the diagram right now, when we configure, we should check for the key. But maybe we should do like another one. Preview server. And this one then slash trigger workflow. This seems sane. So we do have create here who gets all of this. Yep. Create the data. I mean, now I don't want this. And we shouldn't say server created because it's not created. Server, I guess, ready for revision and config. So create. Don't need it actually, right? Then we go to configure where we get yes with the ID. Right, we grab it. We grab the load the regions. All of that looks beautiful. So here at this point we save it. We go back, that's not good. Route servers, create, configure. Yeah. Okay. So and this one then down here loads provision. Okay. So we are actually in okay. This one, okay, it does a lot of stuff that does not belong in this layer. Validation in model layer. Why do we need to find the server again? That doesn't really... Okay, so we get the existing. Okay, and then we update the team server. But in the here we still check if... So why is it that we need... We don't need all of this. Okay. Okay. And this one, save configuration redirects to provision confirm. That's is that provision? Probably can't spell right now. Yeah. So this one here redirects to and I guess provision can. Get rid of this. Right, so I click this one. Yeah. So this is correct. And we get the server. Let me get the team. We check the error. Right. Now model server. create a transaction. Okay. Yep. So if I go into queue, worker, what is it we fail with? We fail with no provider. Right, so let me grab this. I think I got another follower on. I did. Thanks. I don't know who you are. Sorry, I didn't see it, but thanks. Right. Almost. So this should be on the. You have the app cookie, right? Yes, we do. Active team ID. And we should probably be an internal server error. With credentials. Then we're gonna return. Probably also show a flash or something. Right, no. Credentials found for the selected provider. And now I would really like to do this. No. Do this. And in the, come on. In the provision confirm. Is that right? This one. Confirm. So I already have the base, or I should have the base for hey, how are you doing? No Foundry, thanks. It's cool to see that it's working as well on Twitch. Oh, sorry, on Twitter, on X. Sorry, I keep getting the names mixed up. How are you doing? Okay, there isn't a chat window. Yeah. Thanks for letting me know. It's the first time I'm doing on X, so I need to probably configure a little bit more. And thanks. That I really appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it. We need more Go content, I think, especially with all the JavaScript taking over. So you can't Can I even show this? No, probably. I'm gonna leak all my stuff again. I'm gonna do it after, but yeah, it should be able to, because you can comment. I can send a message, and it should show. Yeah, don't know. Okay, I wanted to. I wanted to do the dialogue. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Elon's paywalling all the things. I just upgraded on X to get the check mark and not be buried completely whenever I send something. But yeah, it's really very much pay to play. Do you write Go yourself? So dialogue. Ah, nice. I have a course, but I'm not sure if that's the one you're referring to. I did do a course. I almost just finished it. So maybe that's where my X is linked through. I'm not sure. So I guess you do a lot of tooling? Because this, what, site reliability engineer? 3 dots text maybe. Let me check it out. I don't know. No, I don't know. But those guys do some really cool stuff as well. I tend to think that they lean more on the enterprisey stuff. But I think they have a book called Go with Domain that's really cool if you want to do more enterprisey Golang applications. Okay, I don't know what I did with this dialogue right here. Guess what I'm gonna do. Gonna be diff relative. Ah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, Kubernetes will do that to you if you write tons of YAML. I actually never done much Kubernetes. Probably used it under the hood. I mainly reach for, what's the name? AWS has an ECS, Elastic Container Service, I think. Whenever I need to do some more heavy stuff for clients, which I guess is it's probably Kubernetes under the hood. Yeah, makes sense. I mean utils, that's why I can't find anything. So relative, right? This just gets... I'm excited to see how far I can get with this project. It's gonna be like systemd and Docker, and then managing as much as possible through an API. So hopefully it gets close to a Kubernetes feeling without being fully Kubernetes. Is that the only? Yeah, so we just do a relative and then nothing else. On the outer, and then we do a resolve ID. So we do a signal. All right. I really need to rework my component strategy for Doodle, and I end up overwriting so much of this stuff. Signals. Let's do guest provider credentials. Credentials. Yeah, I think you either go to really love React or really want to get away from it. I wrote React professionally for so many years, and I also want to get away from it. And then I found HTMX beautiful, and then I found Datastar, which are like even better. But it's true, they are not really the clankers are not really great at writing it. But I have what I've done with Doodle is I took the basically what Delaney had, and then I changed it a little bit to work better with Echo. And then I created an hypermedia. So it's just like an LLM.txt on how to work with Temple, which works sort of. I mean, it's better. And then of course there's a bunch of the components that uses Datastar as well, so it has things to pull from, but it's definitely not as easy as with React. But I do also think that you will probably see some projects where people, they just let it rip with React, and then they have to fix something and everything is just chaotic. I've seen some very human written chaotic React projects during my time. And I apologize for the hammering in the background. I mean, I hope so. I hope it does, but also it's completely open source. So if you want to steal stuff from it, please do, or open an issue. I'm really trying to I built it right now is mainly built on like how I want to do with how I want to work with Go. So it'd be really cool to get some other ideas in it as well before we reach V1. And how are you finding Chi? Because I looked at it before, but I always default to Echo. Used it so long. Actually thinking if you can just take my because you should be able to grab Shadowfax, keeping with the Lord of the Rings themes here. Almost to grab Shadowfax, and then you would have hot reload back into your thing as well. It still needs some work. It's mainly not working great with LLM edit. It keeps going into like a loop that I need to figure out why. But for human edits, it's working fine, and you should be able to add it to another project. So. Okay, I need to see what it's doing here. Components, dialog. Let me just remove. Okay, so we have it and it triggers, good. But so it just sets this one to false. I should do what? So we just keep the relative right and then do something like this. And then what do I actually do inside of it here? Right, we just grab this. So if I grab all of this, clean it up a bit more. So where do I actually have the right? So this triggers and this then shows the whole thing. So I guess I do diff absolute wrap everything in that one. And then we want to do, yes, good, rid of this. And now there's nothing, right? We have a little, yeah. This is another thing. We need to do style, display, none. So it doesn't flicker. And then it's true. Right. I also need to do the casing. I think one thing with Temple is that I think the idea of the components is great, but for the hot reloading, it works so much better if it's just pure, quote unquote, pure HTML. It's just, it makes the hot reload actually work because there's no Go that needs to get recompiled. So that's also why I'm a little bit playing with the idea of adding classes to as components instead. So you have more like what you have with Data UI and base code. So you just add CSS, then you'll have a lot like faster workflow. And then maybe just provide documentation around component structure that you can copy paste. That might also work. My signal true case and then camel. And it's not camel case, right? Yeah, it is camel case. What is it I'm doing wrong? What is it I'm doing wrong here? Data signals, my signal. Come on, Delaney. I mean, come on, probably my problem. There we go. Now it's there. And we need the overlay like this. What is it? It is relative, right? So, and this one, I can never remember the CSS for this shit. What is it that I give the... yeah, cursor, yeah, go, dialog overlay classes. That goes inside of the inner. This is this one. We don't need the absolute. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know. 55 is probably good. And then we have the button, and then we have the contents. Right, and I can click to close it again. It's not really centered, but that's fine. That's fine. All is fine. Right. Then we have the we did just do grids. Should we not just do flex? You want columns? No. Flex col, right? Yeah. Could we do maybe the... No, I don't want that. Actually, I want to instead do div and say flex. Do like a little way too much. We do this instead, and then bump the text down a little bit and do text base content 70, something like this. Yeah. Remove the gap. Let's just do a little bit on that. So this is also what I mean. I don't know if you can see, but it's like immediately whenever I make a change here that the UI gets updated, which you cannot really do with whenever you do the components, because then it is. So when I do like something like this and do form, it does require a complete rebuild of the binary, and that just takes a few seconds. And form takes in children, yes. So if it was just, you know, yeah, if it was just putting the components and you were done, then great, no issue. But like most of the time, you just need some minor touches, and then the iteration becomes slower. But for example, here it's, you know, fast. So I don't know. I think once I get some feedback on it, probably probably I will know the path forward. There was some guy in the Discord for Endoodle who today that asked to if you could take a look. So maybe it will come soon. Not really sure. Autocomplete off. So now, yeah. Okay, this was pretty much what I wanted. What I need now is we should have our routes for credentials. We do. So create. So instead, I'm gonna do fragments, I think, so that we post to this one and say routes fragment. Oh no, yeah, fragment. Why not? Provider credentials .url. No. Good. So it's there. And this one goes to app prefix provider credentials. I guess this will just match this. So if we do, I don't know. How do I want to do this route? Let's just do /fragment. This is not really great. Actually, should it be on the, because we are working on server provision. Right, where we do the check. Here, what's happening down here? Okay, so we do the check up here. This one go to this one. This one goes to confirm. Go to, there we go. And this one now. Did I completely forget what I was doing? Didn't I add the check here? Right here. Right. Yeah, so here it is. We want to where we want to say return hypermedia patch signals. We just want to patch signals. Do I have a signal? Signals. And I can't remember how I do. It's just event ID, retry duration. We don't really need that. But we can do. How is it I sent it back? I cannot remember. Actions. Signals. From the backend, please. Thanks for joining. Hope you join again next time, and let me know if you try out and doodle and what you think. I would love to hear it. Reactive signals. Patching signals. Just like front end can be patch. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we just target the guess it's, I mean, if the Danish sees this, he's gonna be mad. This is not really the Tau of Datastar. So I can do, yes. And then what we want to do is just to say view server resource. What is the name? Is this one? And do this and say true. All right. And this one is missing. We need to fix that. That's okay. But now, if I then set this one, this is to set to true, which would just be set to false. And if I now do this, we have an issue. Invalid shorthand initializer. This only comes when I submit the request. Yeah. Okay. And the signal is named. Maybe I don't even need, I just need to do this. Yeah. So that now, do we get it? We do not. What is it I'm doing wrong? That's true. And I need to learn how to write JSON. Yeah, now there we go. This is what we want, and now I should be able to save credentials and continue. So the question is if I want to do it to this endpoint, to this controller. But we shouldn't need to because we have everything. But just do provider credentials. Then we need provider ID and name and secrets. Why do we need name? I guess it doesn't matter. So if I do create fragment, and we grab all of this, and we should have yeah, okay, we need to provide the URL, but we should have the, if I go in here, find this in here, put it here, say instead of do this, and then I do fragment, something like this, find it, do this, do this. This one now becomes this, and then it's fragment, write a credential, and I don't know, that's fragment. Yeah. So better error handling is definitely going to be the thing. So if I just start by doing this, because I should be able to grab the should be able to grab the URL, right? And maybe I shouldn't make this generic for now. But if you do slug info, then we should also be able to say ID should be yes, and then URL. Yeah. So that in views down here, we say confirm. Oh no. Components form. There we go. Routes, fragments. Like this. Then we also want to have inputs hidden. This doesn't really need to be anything other than this. So now start provision. We can provision provided with some details. No roles. Okay. So right. Yeah. This one is not name, is data. Oh, we can keep name, but we need data binds. Like this. Right, and now right. Good. So do I have a width? Not on this one. Width. Right, and this of course. How are you doing, Imad? I can't pronounce your full name. I'm sorry. How are you doing? So it was confirm. No, this was in fragment. Right, create fragment, and this is not really be create. Okay, that's fine. Is provide ID, and secret should be provider should probably just be secret. That's fine. This will also be provider dependent. So now we do this. Yeah, should save it. Get the and on the app cookie return renderer. Can I do this? I should be able to do this. And then we just fall back to this one. Then we grab all of this. Right? Now the moment of truth. Okay. It's going great. It is secret, right? What is it on about? Yeah. Input type. Secret. Yeah. Secret. Good. Cannot. There we go. So in credentials, create. And I cannot. So is this one, that's the culprit number? Probably work better. Right. Now. Okay. So we got them added, and now it will go there, yeah. But why is the return to? Because we did see there. Yeah. Token is wrong. That's fine. That's expected. I'm not gonna. At least I'm gonna try not to leak any more credentials. Yeah. So this one we know. That's fixed. Handling, create fragments. Right, we don't provide an ID. And the URL course is not. Yeah. Just do nil. Delete from provider credentials. So now of course not. Yeah. So to get further, I'm just going to be lazy here and do server resource fragments. Like this. And then to server. Yeah. Credentials. And this one. Then in server here. Like this, and then we have the credentials. There we go. This one is now complaining. Jump back into this one. No. This one. Grab it. Jump out. Servers. And then we want it on the somewhere here on the server. Like this, and fragments. And grab the ID. So that's it is now server. And then we simply media redirects. And is this actually where I want to go? Confirm. Frag. Want to go to this one. And then finally going to connect servers. Just grab one, doesn't really matter a lot. Grab this, and I guess it's, do we have some big fragment? We do. And then finally views here should pass server ID, and then we don't need to provide it here. What are we complaining about? Right. So, write the credentials. Not found. What? Okay. Maybe I need to make sure that the, yeah, this could be it. Right, so we have one. App servers ID slash fragment. Dun. Yeah, that's happened. Okay. Fucking hell. Yeah, because now we actually have one, right? So delete it one more time, jump back in, restart, start provisioning. Oh, we don't have a private key. And if I click it again, we start. So final thing is on the controller, server fragment. And I think this is the really cool thing about Datastar. You can do multiple things. So in the confirm patch signals, you just need to take this and say false. Again, one more time, console, delete the credentials, give this a refresh, and start provisioning, give it the details, and we see it right there. I guess I need to do the whole thing with Datastar, right? So this one should actually be a hypermedia. Redirect. Let's try one more time. Delete. Give it a refresh. There we go. Could also just close it when we click on it, but I think this works much more smoothly. So now we have a fragment endpoint that works well, and now in provision we actually start and we get a lot of errors, which is also to be expected. But now we can see we have it actually right here. Head snare provided. It looks very ugly. But can we create another one? No, we need to fix that. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. So provision is now working. Go back to the server. Need to check that. All right. So I need to cut the stream now because I'm not gonna leak my keys again. Yeah. I need to shut it and test it out without leaking my Hetzner API key. But I will be back again tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. Thanks for joining.